Heroes night. Ooh, ooh, dee, ooh, 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 ooh. La dee da dee da dee ha dee hoo dee boo doo 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 dee da dee da 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 da. Doo dee da da da. Everybody. The Viper, yes. Mustafa Ali is back. Looks like I got a fresh cut. Nah, I just trimmed my beard a little bit. What up, Nick? Do you know when the DLC officially drops? 10 a.m. I was told on Discord. 10 a.m. I hear voices in my head. They come to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Yep, I heard 10 a.m., man. So you know what? We're going to do a little 1 hour Randy Orton celebration. And then we'll be on in the morning. We're going to be on early morning, man. We're going to be checking out all the new DLC stuff. It's going to be exciting. We got Umaga making his big return to WWE games. We got Rikishi, Omos. What up, Starfish? What up, Vendetta? So this stream is to celebrate Randall. And we're just going to pretty much talk about our experiences with Randy Orton. That's all it's about. We're just going to have fun talking Randy. Hey, Randy. Sounds good. Who am I most hyped for? Probably Omos, because he's one of the current stars in WWE programming that I wanted to have in the game, just to have him, you know? Should we have a we should have a Randy Orton emoji, and I would love to, but let me see if we have a slot. I don't think we have a slot available. We need more members for that. But I'll check for you right now. I'll see if there's a slot open that I could upload it right away, for sure. For sure. But again, we gotta see. I'm loading into it right now. Maybe. Let's see. We're at badges, emojis over here. We need 9 more members, actually. It says, as you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emojis. 9 more members needed to unlock the next one. So, yeah, it's actually a lot to ask for now. Let me see. I'm trying to see who's online right now. See if we bring in some talkers. Someone special came back to challenge Austin Theory. Can I say? Yeah, Mustafa Ali. I wouldn't say he's special. I got a fly shirt on right now. Thank you, bro. Thank you. What up, PJ? Thank you, Lex. But I think I am most excited for Omos in this pack, just so I can do the Lashley and Omos feud. Oh yeah, definitely. What up, Sammy? How's it going? I saw that he came back tonight, but I didn't watch Raw. I'm watching Raw tomorrow on Hulu. Used to always call him a whiner. Used to. No, I still do. That hasn't changed. The Viper. I hear voices in my head. Trying to get Brian in here. Brian Spillner. Yo. Yo, Spillner. Brian Spillner.
Yo.
Brian Spillner.
What up, bro?
I'm here doing a 1 hour Randy Orton celebration. Unfortunately, the DLC doesn't come out tonight. It comes out tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow, you're doing that gay shit. Oh, so you're expecting for it to drop at midnight?
Well, I thought it might drop at midnight, so there was a chance that we could do like a little Randy Orton celebration and checking out the DLC, but that ain't happening. So we're here celebrating Randall Keith Orton. What? Only 1 hour? Yeah, because I'm gonna start streaming early in the morning. I'm gonna get off and go straight to my bed and snuggle.
What time's it gonna drop in the morning?
They said 10 a.m. Somebody on Discord told me 10 a.m. Eastern time, so it sounds about right. Your birthday's on the 28th? That's awesome, bro. Happy birthday, man. Happy early birthday. What up, Bill? So, all right, guys. We'll start off with Brian, and then I'll go. But either way, while we're talking, man, you guys feel free. Brian and everybody in the chat, what is something that sticks out from Randy Orton to you? Something that Randy Orton does, is, whatever. Something that sticks out to you. Something that is obviously something that you appreciate, that you like about him. Not just something that sticks out bad or good, like just something positive in your eyes that you enjoy about him.
I don't know, his willingness to play ball.
To play ball?
Yeah. He's I don't think we ever heard stories where we've heard stories of him being an asshole and getting people fired and all that, but we've never heard stories of him like not playing the character he's asked of or to put over whoever he needed to put over or anything like that.
That is true. Oh, Vendetta. Look, hold on. Vendetta upgraded his membership to Baller. Nice. He went from Grinder to Baller. That's the big boy membership. Okay. Thank you, Vendetta. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Baller section. Yeah, no, you are right about that, Brian. I've never heard stories about him unwillingly, like not wanting to go out there and put on a match with somebody, or like unless it's somebody that he feels like a risk or something like that. He's always put whoever he needs to put over. He's always played ball. You're right.
Yeah, and do storylines and all that stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah, he always went deep with his stories. What up, Jalen? What up, Jose? He always did definitely he tried doing a good story with everyone he was involved with. That's actually a really good answer for you to say that, because when you look at his history and all the feuds he's had and the buildups and just anybody he's ever had a program with, honestly, whether it was a pay-per-view main event or a mid-card, even a mid-card, he's been at the start, in the middle, and at the end, and he's always been willing. It is what it seems like. Now, there was a time that I could say in his entire 20-year career that it felt like he was just going in to clock in. It felt like he was kind of losing that passion, you know? He was happy with where he was. Maybe he was dealing with stuff in real life, so I feel like he
talking about Finn Balor?
No, Randy, there was a gap. There was a gap in a run that he was on, that it just kind of felt like he was just going through the motions, and I don't know if it was because he was dealing with issues in real life or whatever the case was. For you, it was 2014, 2016, maybe KQ. I have a really bad memory for like pinpointing in the timeline. Look at Amari flexing his 3 months. I see you, Amari. Yeah, so it was probably just like a small patch too. It just it didn't last long because like this guy, man, he's just an absolute pro, man. He is the definition of what of a WWE guy, and most importantly, as like a top star. And he's done the good guy role really, really well, but he's done the bad guy role even better. And he's always the same character in a lot of ways, but he just tweaks it a little bit, you know? Sometimes he goes into like the dark side and he goes really deep with like going to the deep end of going where you wouldn't think he would go, or he would just keep it kind of like PG and light, and he's just kind of like a villain that you just love to boo. And then he's done the good guy that you love to cheer for because he's just one of those guys that is very, very easy to cheer for. Um, Playing as Randy all day in Faction, that's awesome, Carter. Randy's best feud for you, it was Cena and Triple H for sure. For sure. Cena and Triple H definitely brought out. Oh, and Edge. You gotta mention Edge in that. That's like his big trio. When you look at his feuds, you look at Cena, Edge, and Triple H. Those to me are probably the three that brought out the best in Randy. And what I love about Randy's story too is how he's a Triple H protege, you know? Like Triple H really brought him under his wing. Like, you know the story they tried telling us about Seth Rollins? Like that was the
Yeah.
real Randy Orton story. Like in real life outside of the storyline. I feel like it felt more authentic. Not that Seth isn't a Triple H guy, because he is in a lot of ways, but Randy is like the living, breathing in and out of the ring uh Triple H protege. And he had a lot of issues, man. Honestly, 20 years in the business, that's a big milestone for anybody, but most importantly for him, he had issues backstage. A lot of people felt like he was too cocky, he was like overzealous, and you know, he he turned the corner and he matured when he needed to. And it says Amari just sponsored here on Streamlabs, but it was just him showing that he's been a member. Hold on, I don't want to miss you guys' comments. I know you guys probably Bill says legend killer. Wow, I thought you would do a video reaction on Mustafa Ali. Why would I do a reaction to that? That's not gonna get
Because he came
views.
back to him,
Yeah, he came back to challenge Austin Theory.
and then he said no, and then he won. Then he won a fight, and then he got squashed by Ciampa.
Mustafa Ali?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's bad. Randy Orton RKO to Evan Bourne is probably still my favorite RKO for sure. That's probably my
And,
favorite RKO.
and they changed his name to just Ciampa, by the way.
Yeah, they've been calling him Champa for just Champa for a while. I think that's fine. Tommaso Ciampa is really long, anyways. I call him just Champa. I've never really called him Tommaso Ciampa.
But I think it's kind of stupid they're gonna put him in the feud with Mustafa though.
Wait, so the feud is not Theory and Mustafa, is Mustafa and Ciampa?
No, well, Theory turned down. He said like he didn't give him the title match.
Uh-huh.
And then Mustafa had like one of those like little squash matches. I forgot against who, but he
Uh-huh.
beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And then while during his celebration, like going up the ramp, he got attacked by Ciampa.
Oh, yeah, so it's gonna spin into that. Okay. Okay. He's doing solid for Riddle right now. Nah, man. Like what Randy's doing for Riddle right now, when Randy and Riddle are done, Riddle will be like, it's like a rocket ship going to space, and when the rockets let the ship go into space and float, that's basically Randy and Riddle together. By the time Randy's done with Riddle, Riddle's gonna be well, he's already a star in the making, but he's gonna leave him in good hands, or like at that point. And I'm sure it's gonna end with a Riddle and Randy feud, and that's gonna be so good for Riddle. Like that, it's gonna be pretty epic. But either way, we should enjoy. I don't want that to happen just yet. I hope they stretch it out a little longer because, like when Randy and I can't get enough of them, man. I really can't get enough of them. They're definitely one of my favorites right now for sure. I cannot watch Raw tonight because of Dan Hockey. Damn. Nah, either way, I don't watch Raw live, the commercials and shit. I did want to tune in tonight for the celebration and shit, but I'll end up watching it tomorrow when they put it on Hulu. He's more vicious than the other guy, especially he RKO Stephanie or man. Well, yeah, Randy RKO'd everybody. Yeah, he's RKO'd everybody. Women, I think he also RKO'd Nia Jax, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, in the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble, yeah. Like Randy, like he's just so good. And what I like about Randy more than anything, for me, what up, Brian? How's it going, bro? How's it going, man? I see you're flexing your 2 months. Okay. For me, what I like about Randy so much, bro, is that he is one of the smoothest guys in the ring. He's not gonna kill you with no crazy flips or jumping over the rope or anything off the top of the turnbuckle. He's not very flashy like that, but he adds his own swag and flavor, and that is enough. For whatever reason, it just gives you like this silky smooth feel. Like he does a DDT and it's not a normal DDT. He drops you on your back and it's not like just dropping you on your back. It all has like that Viper vibe that he wants to, obviously put on it since it's his gimmick. But it's just it's something that, like, even when he does the scoop slam, when people are running off the rope, I love all his signature moves. It's like he's going through his arsenal, and his moves are like picture perfect. Like it's a highlight reel after highlight reel. Everything he does is always like spot on, and his timing is impeccable. Like his RKO, he's really, he got it trending for a reason. Like this guy is just 20 years, man. It makes me feel really, really old, but it's also, like I was telling Brian off stream, makes me really happy to have seen, I would say, probably mostly everything that I saw as soon as I came back into wrestling. So people call Randy the snake of WWE. I mean, yeah, he's the Viper. Riddle versus Theory, that'll end up happening. The Undertaker in terms of longevity, for sure. Oh, the next Undertaker in terms of longevity. Yeah. In terms of longevity, being around, being a cornerstone, a locker room guy, that's what he is now. But, we all know he wasn't that back then. Let me see. What up, Tribal Chief? What up, Jake? Can you say,
me and my son Dominic are excited to be in WWE 2k22.
No bonsai pack? Gotta wait for tomorrow morning? Yup. Tomorrow morning, man. They said 10 a.m. Eastern, I believe. Randy's best RKO was to Chad Gable on Raw. I'm talking about the moonsault into the RKO. That is a really good one, Mayhem. I like the Evan Bourne one, and I also like the Seth Rollins one when he went for the curb stomp and caught him in the air. You think he performs outstanding for his age these days? No, he performs outstanding for whatever age. Randy is Randy, bro. It's like, whatever. I'm not gonna compare him to other sports, but he goes out there and he does his thing every night. Randy Orton is the best wrestler I've seen ever to come up babyface when he first started. Now he's gotten when he first started, yeah, they tried pushing the narrative of him being a babyface and shit. They quickly did it, put him in Evolution and the Legend Killer stuff and all that. He was always a better heel for sure. RKO reverse on the Twist of Fate, yeah, that's a good one too. Got a haircut? No, I didn't get a haircut. Well, I mean, I guess I shaved my beard down a little bit, but everyone been sleeping on Riddle. Dude's legit. Yeah, no, Riddle is like, he's a real deal, bro. Can see Randy going into the Hall of Fame in the future. No doubt he's a first ballot. Like the moment he says he's done with wrestling is the moment they put his boots in the Hall of Fame. I actually see a lot of people liking Ezekiel more than Elias. I don't think so, bro. I think Elias was really iconic with the guitar and the little smart-ass replies and the little promos that he would cut before his matches. But Ezekiel is definitely moving the internet. I do agree with you.
Oh, yeah, he
Well,
came
don't
out the
spoil
Randy
it.
shit today.
Don't spoil it. But you tell me lightly. Did you like it? What was it? What was the setup?
No, the same bullshit. The same him coming out saying, "Oh, Randy, just want to say congratulations on the 20 years. Being the new guy here. Uh, I, I just, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Ezekiel. I'm Elias's younger brother."
Oh, I
And
love
then,
that though.
yeah, and then KO came on shit like that. But the funny part was, Randy Orton's like this wasn't on the mic, but you know how you can tell what they're saying,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
like
course.
mouthing,
Yeah,
the words and shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Randy like shakes his hand and he goes, "What you said? You said Ezekiel again? Nice to meet you."
I love that.
like,
I
like,
love that though. Just like last week, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have my first match ever on Monday Night Raw, the one against Chad Gable." I'm like, no, this dude, like, he's really doing a great job selling that shit. It's so funny. And I feel like it's a double sell. Like, he's not trying to convince you that he's Ezekiel, but he's trying to remind you that that's who he is now, you know? So it makes it like it's that much funnier, bro. Why was Stephanie praising him when they're
I
enemies?
like it is that everybody else is playing along though.
Oh yeah, yeah, like everybody except Kevin Owens.
Yeah, like that shit had me laughing. Randy Orton's like, "Oh, thank you for the like." Shook his hand. He's like, Ezekiel, like trying to remember his name, Ezekiel. He's like,
Yeah, see? That's funny, dog. Omari, man, Stephanie is praising him because they're enemies on TV, not in real life, bro. Come on. So fluid and can tell a good story for sure. Shit. Randy smooth like Luka Doncic, not flashy but very smooth. Yeah, very smooth for sure. Randy's my favorite wrestler of all time. He got me into wrestling since I was 5 years old when he was the Legend Killer in 2005. Holy snap. What up, PJ? Now that Randy Orton's been wrestling for over 20 years now. Timing is impeccable. Yup. When does the Bonsai pack come out? 10 a.m. Eastern time, I heard. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I'm a little behind, guys. I'm sorry. I can see Randy going to Hall of Fame. Yup. Supposed to come out at midnight? Nah, I don't think it's coming out at midnight, man. That's what I'm telling you guys. I'm going to be, just so you guys know and you're fully aware, I'm going to be streaming in the morning, anticipating the DLC. So as soon as it drops, we got that shit. And we're gonna be doing, there's too much moving shit on screen. Wow, bro. It's just Rain, the Batman logo, the podcasting, and BB-8 and Stone Cold. Well, I guess everybody's moving. Who cares, bro? What's wrong with you? What up, Germ? Did I see it when Ezekiel and Kane backstage interacted? No, I haven't watched Raw. I haven't watched Raw today. What up, Cindy Sin? Yeah, so I think the pack comes out tomorrow morning. What up, Straight Edge? So yeah, guys, make sure, because you guys, I don't know if you guys have known, but man, we've been streaming in the mornings. We've been getting a good crowd there. We're going to be streaming the DLC stuff in the morning. We're going to be putting them into GM. We're going to be putting them into universe mode. We're going to be probably customizing some attires and stuff, checking out their entrances, seeing their moveset, some of their signatures and finishers. We're going to be doing a whole breakdown with the DLC tomorrow morning, so it's not out yet for me. It's midnight. Yeah, it's midnight for me too. It's not coming out at midnight, bro. Unless it's like Call of Duty or like one of those shooters or something like that. DLC typically doesn't come out like at midnight all the time. Where's Cody's dog? I'm waiting for his WWE debut. Probably when he's around for a while longer. They're not going to introduce his dog anytime soon. Why don't we start a GoFundMe for a Randy Orton celebration like that one guy on YouTube did earlier? He ended up making over $10,000 by lying. Really? Yeah, nah. But when you do like a GoFundMe, bro, if you get caught lying, they take that shit back. You could get in trouble with the law and everything. What's up, Ace? How's it going, man? How do I feel about the pack tomorrow? I mean, I'm not overly excited, but I did see the screenshots. All the characters look very, very impressive. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely excited to have Omos to do the Bobby Lashley stuff and have another giant in the game. So looking forward to seeing how everybody fits into the universe for my GM and shit. What up, Damien? How's it going? Can I check out your previous question? How far up did you put it? I mean, just copy and paste it, my boy. Oh, every time I go to edit normal superstars, it says all save slots are currently used. Please delete any unnecessary data. I have done that, but I still can't get into it. Any tips? Go to the extras and like in the options, go to extras and data utility and make sure you go to images, custom images, and delete all unused data. Hit that and see what happens. Can't wait for Randy. Yeah, so in this stream, we're just chilling, man. We're gonna be here for about an hour roughly. I wasn't gonna stream now at all, but I said, you know what, bro? Like, I wanted to come on here, talk about Randy Orton, celebrate him for a little bit, kind of hype up the DLC for tomorrow. That way you guys know that I'm streaming tomorrow. Today I only did one video, and what's it called? We have a couple videos that I'm gonna shoot tomorrow, and they'll be WWE related and non-WWE related. I almost did a Johnny Depp video today because I was reading up more about him and his case, and I saw a little bit of it, and you know, the whole Johnny Depp and Amber thing. I think their career's pretty much done. If I'm honest,
But why
everything
do you think his career is done though?
because he's not gonna. So his career was already going downhill before all this
Yeah, well,
happened.
what I'm saying is that he's coming out looking like she's looking out bad. So you don't think he'll get his career back if he
N-
comes out looking like the victim?
Nah, even Howard Stern, like there was a whole like little like article and shit, and Howard Stern and some other guy were talking about how the problem with the like having, because he wanted this trial to come out live stream and everything for the public to see, because he's trying to clear his name, obviously. Howard Stern saying that they both look like little kids pointing the finger at each other, and that they're both looking real bad because everything that's coming to light is very, very like career ending and shit, and that he's coming off as like, yeah, he's trying to prove that he was the more innocent one, but ultimately like it shows like his narcissistic side of him and shit. So yeah, he's gonna come out looking like,
I'm looking on Instagram and Twitter and anything like that, and I'm not getting any of that.
I think that I don't.
I'm getting everybody's coming to his aid.
Yeah, everybody is coming to his aid, like the fans are,
Yeah,
but
so how's that career ending if the fans want it?
because he hasn't been a box office draw in a while, and Hollywood is a cult, and if people want to stay away from him because they don't want to touch his brand, they will, and he'll end up doing like straight to DVD stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. That I feel like his brand is getting higher.
You think so?
Yeah, bro, you don't see the overwhelming support?
Yeah, because of the court case being live right now. That's because it's relevant to what's going on right now.
But what I'm saying is that like it's positive on his end. That's his brand stock going up.
I don't think it's gonna put people to go to theaters to go see him.
But why is that?
Because this is not gonna re-energize the Johnny Depp brand, bro. His brand was already dying off, which is the whole thing of.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that like, whatever work he would have gotten before this, he's still gonna get.
I think he'll still get it, but I don't think he's gonna get any mainstream roles.
But he wasn't getting any before.
Well, he said he was trying to do another Pirates to before calling it quits. He's definitely not getting that. Now he's saying that he's not gonna do it, but it's already too late.
He
Anyways.
doesn't want it.
Yeah,
well,
because
he would have gotten it though.
No, he had gotten fired already in 2018. Disney doesn't want to touch him ever again.
Yeah, I know, but after this trial, bro, they would have asked him to come back.
I don't know. It just seems like it seems very I don't know. It seems very counterproductive. I think the crowd would have come to his aid regardless without having everything on stream. You know? Like just
yeah, I know, but it's like
bro, have you heard? Have you seen the video? They've shown videos.
Career ending for her. I feel like it's career ending for her.
Well, for her, I mean, Johnny Depp is like almost 60 years old, so yeah, this is definitely worse for her than it is for him. He's
Yeah,
already
but
he's already had a whole
forget
career.
about the age and everything, dude. We're just talking about right or wrong and who's looking bad.
Brian, have you seen the videos of Johnny Depp and drunk and what he's done, what he was saying? He looks really
Yeah.
bad, bro. He
Nah,
looks
dude.
he
I
looks
think
like
that's only you.
dude, I watched the videos today. He looks the better between both of them. He looks the better of lesser
No,
evils.
bro, but I'm going by like
You're
the
going
crowd
by
conception and
fandom.
media and all
I
that bullshit.
understand,
Yeah, but
Brian.
not just fandom, just like
No,
YouTube compilations, Twitter,
nah, bro. That's all fan shit.
IG, everything. Like nobody cares any about that shit.
Look at the videos of the way that guy was acting. That shit. You're not gonna tell me that shit's not gonna hurt. He's not the good boy that everybody made him out to be when he was all like protected and covered up. What up, Marco? Servers for 2k22 are down. Yeah, I keep trying to sign in here, but I'm not gonna be able to. So whatever. Either way, what I wanted to do was edit, Randy's attire and give him like a little sweater or something and things like that. That's about it. He's already damaged. Even if he gets his name cleared, the damage is done. Yeah, I think the damage is done for sure. For sure, for sure. Didn't he say Amber Heard shit on his bed? Yeah, he said that after celebrating her 30th birthday or something like that. I don't know if he said that she had slept with one of her friends or what it was, but yeah, something like that. Yeah, like one of the videos that I saw him, he was there in the kitchen, super wasted, slamming on cabinets and cursing and saying a bunch of shit and talking nasty as hell to her. And then pouring himself a giant glass of wine and throwing her phone on the ground. They played audio messages and he's talking about cutting himself and he's talking about beating her up. And the text messages are, yeah, she attacked him. I think that they're both at fault. I think that the relationship was just really, really toxic, unsalvageable. And she tried making him look like a wife beater. And I think that even though shit got toxic and out of hand, I think that it was something that was both to blame. You know what I mean? And on top of that, bro, he's also like twice her age and shit. So like that's also like one of those things where she probably had her run in the relationship. You know what I mean? She definitely did drugs and drank with him and all that. He is not the big old bad wolf that she's painting him to be. She's painting herself as the victim. I don't think that's the case at all. I think she's actually part of what triggered him to reach those points. But still, it's still very damaging, bro. It's I mean, he sounded like a fucking monster. Like it sounded like they were in a nightmare, bro. I don't wish that shit on nobody, but whatever. Yeah, they're both nuts. Exactly. I think that she messed up by making him look like a wife beater because I think that she is crazy in her own way as well. You know? She's an horrible actress. I don't know. I'm not gonna say she hasn't really done anything great or bad or anything. She's just whatever to me, you know. She's just eye candy and Aquaman and shit. She hasn't really done nothing. Must be nice to edit players without crashing. Yeah, my shit doesn't crash like that. I'm lying about the issue. I mean, bro, I support for whoever's right. I think he's more in the right than she is in terms of him being labeled as a wife beater. I think that's bogus. That's not fair to him. But to say that he's completely innocent is also very, very ignorant it's very ignorant to say he's completely innocent. He stopped watching around 2005-07. That was a good gap where Randy was coming up. I saw a lot of the stuff that Randy did during that time, like on YouTube and things like that, and I'm glad I went back to see because he was very ruthless. Look at Z King. Z King is here. Freaking be careful how you talk. If Johnny Depp if you're such a big Johnny Depp fan, please tell me. Besides Pirates of the Caribbean, name a couple movies. And please don't name me the obvious like blockbusters and shit. Name me like a random Johnny Depp movie that you actually like. You have like 60 seconds to answer that shit. Don't fucking Google his library of movies now. Oh, Jesus, PJ. Okay, you did good in naming Rango. I'm sure your daughter watched that. Bro, PJ, you're helping this dude, bro. Stop. Why are you guys helping this guy? Why are you guys helping this guy? Jesus Christ. Look,
The stable heel turn on your ass.
he
The
did.
chat.
Hey, you guys are supporting his case right now. Let him mention one. He named the one movie I said he couldn't. He said Pirates. So excited for the DLC. Yeah, DLC is going to be fun. He's Googling that shit. That's why he ain't saying nothing. No, he literally said Pirates. And Guan didn't even care to finish writing the name. He just wrote Edward Scissor. Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah, thank you, PJ. You helped him there. I know. He said, you know what it is to mention Pirates, bro? That's like, oh, what's your favorite hamburger from McDonald's? Oh, Happy Meal. Blow is underrated? I mean, I've heard people mention Blow before. Platoon
Donnie
1986.
Brasco.
Yeah, Donnie Brasco. That's a really good one to mention. That's one of my favorites that he's done, honestly.
21 Jump Street. No.
Well, no, he was known for that though. That was a cheesy reply, but I know nobody ain't gonna say that shit because that's really old school. But that is he did come up with 21 Jump Street. Secret Window. Okay, see, that's one of the lesser. My wife loves that one, but that's one of the lesser movies that I was expecting to hear. I was expecting to hear something like that. Edward Scissorhands is pretty known. Blow is pretty known, but like
Charlie
Platoon.
and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that's a good one because no one remembers that one over the Willy Wonka one. So yeah, that is a good one. Depp and Julie. Oh, you're talking about The Tourist. That's one that you guys could have mentioned. The Tourist. I like that one. He also has one called Rum Diary. I know a lot of the lesser ones that he's done just because I like Johnny Depp. I think Johnny Depp is cool, man. I like Sleepy Hollow's another one. Yeah, could have mentioned that. He's not in Romeo Must Die. Get the hell out of here. 8 Shrooms on Watch Fear and Loathing a ton of times. That's funny. Have I downloaded the Bonsai pack? It's not available. You're terrible remembering titles. Yeah, like he's one of those guys that like I didn't go out of my way chasing him or anything like that. But
I just realized that he's one of those guys that he was never really my favorite actor, but I just realized right now you naming all the movies, I'm like, damn, I seen like almost all his movies.
yeah, exactly. That's how he was too for me. He was too for me. That he's exactly what you're saying. You know, I seen those movies and I've enjoyed them. And you know, for what it's worth, I've enjoyed them. I do like Johnny Depp. I always thought that he was a cool figure. You know, I always saw him as like this mystical, like
I thought he was pretentious stuff.
what's pretentious? Like acting? Like
Just
fake?
as a person, like he went over and beyond to try to do the weirdest roles he could possibly can, just because he wants to be different.
Okay, so I agree with that to an extent, and I will say this: he does want to be different, you know, because that I thought hearing him talk, carry himself, and his mannerisms, the last thing I thought was that he was from the U.S. I thought he was like UK or something like that. I don't know. I really never really considered where exactly I might pinpoint where he's from, but when I looked up and I saw that this dude is from Kentucky. I was like, holy hell, this guy tried so hard to lose that accent, bro. He does not sound like he's from Kentucky at all. Like, not even one bit. And he talks like this, and he's like, how's it going? My name is Johnny Depp. I'm here to tell.
Sounds like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I'm here. My name is Jack Sparrow. You know, and I'm like, damn, what the hell? This guy's from Kentucky? Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see, honestly. I did not expect for that dude to be from fucking Kentucky. And yeah, bro, I like him, dog. And I wanted another Pirates because I wanted him to close out the series. I always feel like these guys with these big ass characters deserve like the final goodbye type of role. So I thought that would I always envisioned that. I knew the last one he did wasn't the last one. They always claimed for the last one to be the last one just to kind of sell it or whatever. But I figured that it wouldn't be, and it's unfortunate where that nail's probably in as good as in the coffin already. It's over for him, but at first it's funny because now he said he will never return even if they gave him $300 million, which is obviously he feels like Disney abandoned him, and rightfully so. He has every right to feel that way, but I thought it would have been cool, at least just for guilty pleasure wise. I like what he did with pirates, man, because it's a genre where we don't really get a whole lot of pirates movies like that, and it was Disney fight in a lot of ways, but it was always fun, even when they felt long and a little stretched out, they were always fun. Thought he did a solid job, and he plays a really good drunk. Apparently, he was one in real life too. I would have never thought, honestly. The Will Smith slap was staged and used to distract the world from what's going on in Dubai. Oh, Carter, please don't tell me you're a conspiracy theorist. Did you watch the video on YouTube called "How to Get Hollow"? It talks about how to get handsome like him. Bet you never seen it. Why would I see that, bro? Why would I look that up? Johnny Depp versus Orton. Johnny Depp will probably throw a freaking beer bottle at Randy Orton. Another movie he played was the original Nightmare on Elm Street. He was in that one? Really? Definitely want to see Cody versus Orton. Yeah, that's gonna be a good match. Yeah, so that was gonna be one of my next questions before we got kind of sidetracked with the whole Johnny Depp stuff. What would be a feud that you would want to see Randall in? Did I see Tyson punch the dude on the? Yep, I did. I take POTC or Fast and Furious any day. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I see your comment, Xander. What's going on? What did you say, Brian?
Cody?
Oh, Cody. Yeah. That's definitely one. Let me take off this jacket because he already has the other jacket. Let me see if I find just a regular shirt for him to come out to. I want to see if they have the regular t-shirts here. I know you kept saying Nightmare on Elm Street, but I didn't address it. But what Nightmare on Elm Street? Like, what role was he and stuff like that? What up, Zenzi? Can't just tell me Nightmare on Elm Street, because when I think Nightmare on Elm Street, I just think Freddy, and that's about it. I don't really think anyone down the road. Thoughts on Bad Bunny as El Muerto confirmed by Sony? What do you mean? Well, I don't know what El Muerto is in the first place. Let me look it up. Sony, Bad Bunny. Let's see. Bad Bunny. Let's see what you're talking about. Ooh. Bad Bunny to play Spider-Man character El Muerto in standalone Marvel pick for Sony. So, damn, this just broke right now.
He barely speaks English, though. How's he going to carry a movie?
Well, he is in that one movie that we saw. Remember the train shit that you say that those movies don't do well anymore?
Yeah, with Brad Pitt, whatever. But this is, I'm saying, how's he going to carry a movie?
Well, I mean, it's gonna
even in that trailer, bro. Look up the trailer right now. You barely understand what he's saying.
Yeah, you barely understand. He barely talks too. Wait, hold on. Before we get into this, let me look up a picture and like the article so we can talk about this. I want to record this and upload it. Yeah, this is a good thing to talk about.
Let's see.
All right, so here we go, y'all. We're going to transition real quick into some movie news. You know that I love talking about movies on here. We'll get back into the wrestling stuff.
Oh, I know this guy.
The character?
Yeah.
Muerto. 1 second, chat. I'm not going to see the chat for a second. Hold on. Let's shoot this video, Brian. Are you ready?
He's supposed to be buff, though, bro.
All right, guys, we're gonna shoot a video while we're live. You guys will be able to see it here. Let's go. What is going on, YouTube? We got some breaking news. Thank you, Marco, for bringing this to our attention. We're talking about Bad Bunny starring in a new Sony Marvel film for El Muerto, which is one of Spider-Man's villains. Marvel gets its first Latino superhero lead. If you guys don't know who Bad Bunny is, he is a mega worldwide reggaeton star. And he's like, this picture you guys see right here on screen is a minor role that he had in one of these newer movies that just came out with Brad Pitt. I think he's a side character here. And, you know, we've seen him in wrestling. And obviously he does concerts and he's a musician and he knows how to work the stage. I'm not saying the guy doesn't have charisma, but I don't know if, you know, he has enough to carry a whole movie by himself. You know, they're going to have to surround him with a talented supporting cast to elevate him, I would say. So let me read this right here. I got Brian in the party, in case you guys didn't know. So it says here, at Sony's CinemaCon presentation tonight, the company announced that Bad Bunny will star in their upcoming film El Muerto. This marks the first time a Latinx star will lead a Marvel film. El Muerto, aka Juan Carlos, is an anti-hero from the Spider-Man universe. According to Marvel's official comic biography, he is a super-powered Mexican wrestler whose power is passed down generationally through a luchador mask. So he's going to be wearing a mask and everything. So how do you feel about this, Brian? So we got a masked. He's playing a masked Mexican wrestler, and the movie is set to come out 2024. It says. Oh, a release date has wait. A plot for the film has yet to be announced, but the release date is January 12th, 2024. So we do know that January is a weaker month for the movie theater industry and for movies that get released around that month anyways. So this leads me to believe that they're doing this for diversity. They're doing the casting of Bad Bunny for worldwide recognition because this guy has a lot of star power. And I think that it's gonna draw a crowd regardless because he has a lot of fans. Like this guy is loaded in terms of fandom. So I think that the movie will be somewhat successful, even if like the diehard superhero fans don't go crazy for it. But how do you feel about it, Brian?
Man, Sony's gonna suck Spider-Man dry.
Damn. And I know you like him too, so like you don't have faith that from here to whenever they start filming he may get ready for the role enough to
I mean, I don't know. It's just I feel like everything Sony does is just cash grab. So I can't get excited for it because of Morbius and everything and Venom. Like
look,
they don't give anything respect.
I do agree with you on that, bro. This does feel like a cash grab situation. If I'm honest, this feels like a cash grab situation. I can't hide that. I like the guy. Like I said, I think he has charisma and talent for a movie. You know, I don't want to doubt the kid, right? I don't want to doubt him because some people just have that it factor and it transcends, and he was able to do that in wrestling. But to carry this movie's gonna be less than an hour and a half. Let's just be honest. This is gonna be like Spanish dialogue with English subtitles, a couple English one-liners, action, cutscene, bad guy, so he's gonna be an anti-hero, right? So he's gonna be a good guy basically. So then they got to present a bad guy. There's a bad guy that's even more badder than him, supposedly. He has to overcome adversity. Cutscene. He trains. He kicks his ass. And boom, that's the movie. That's what I'm thinking. I hope we're wrong. Because, you know, I like the guy. I hope he does well. But I'm going to have to agree with Brian on this one, y'all. This is a cash grab, man. This is a cash grab. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Bad Bunny being casted. I know once I tell my wife, she's going to go crazy. I know once Brian tells his wife, she's going to go crazy. So I think that's who they're trying to cater to, the Bad Bunny fandom. But it is what it is, man. We'll keep a close eye out and see who else they cast for the Bad Bunny movie. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. So that's all I got for y'all right now. Let's get on to the next subject. Let's go. All right. Nice video, guys. What up, foo? Sorry, Lady Lexx. You feel weird about it? Nah, it's okay, man. We're fans of the guy. Like, we know him and we respect his work ethic and everything that he's done. And you guys that have watched him in wrestling as well saw how much work he put into, doing his 5 moves of doom and shit. And he was fun to see, but we'll see, bro.
Living every childhood dream, bro. Sold out concerts, WrestleMania,
Yeah,
and now a superhero.
I'm gonna live vicariously through him, man. Thank you, Xander. I'm gonna live vicariously through him. I don't want to be a hater. Like, I feel like I feel bad a little bit inside right now. I feel like I freaking, like, you take a shit and you gotta wipe, and you still feel dirty. That's how I feel. I feel dirty right now because I kind of badmouthed it a little bit, and I kind of didn't want to because I'll live vicariously through him. This dude was able to freaking perform in WrestleMania, meet all the legends he's at. Like, this dude had Undertaker freaking come out and introduce him at his own concert. Like, come on, bro. That's like, you don't get to, like, that's not even a goal in life. That's just like I don't know. That's just,
It's a flex.
yeah, that's just like a flex. Like, that's just a miracle that you don't have the dead man come out at your concert in fucking Dallas and introduce you to a sold out crowd. Like, that's just crazy. So he's done that. I'm sure he's boys with some of these people now too that we watch all the time. All the artists that he's worked with in the industry itself. He did a movie with fucking Brad Pitt already. Like, he got to meet Brad Pitt. Like, that's like, come on, like, that's Hollywood royalty and shit. Like, this dude has met wrestling royalty, Hollywood royalty. Now he's working hands-on with Sony to the point where they're putting him in the Spider-Man universe, one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Like, go get him, bro. I hope he does well. Yeah, he's doing a movie with Brad Pitt. I think he fights Brad Pitt in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fight in the commercial. They show him fighting, which I was super impressed. I was like, holy snap! Like, this guy's out here fighting. Like, so he was in Narcos too. Look at that. I didn't even mention Narcos. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because the kid is charismatic. He's like, what, 28 years old. So he's like 4 years. I can't call him kid too much because he's only.
From everything, he looks like a Kevin Hart, The Rock workhorse.
Yeah, he does look like a workhorse. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Mario got delayed to 2023. I don't even know what to say. I wasn't even anticipating that shit to come out anyway. So, to me, that was always coming out in the future. Oh my God, they got the R-Truth shirt that says Little Jimmy. That is hilarious. Yeah, that was funny, Marco. Thank you for bringing that news, bro. Gave us a little video and something to talk about. So, yeah, man, he is a workhorse. I think he'll read over. I think him understanding the role that he's doing. That's with the amount of work that I'm sure he's gonna put in. I think he'll be game and ready. It's just about, like, him being able to get over the language barrier. I was laughing so hard when Kevin Owens getting poked on his eye by Randy, screaming out my eyes. Oh, what's up, Muerte? I didn't see it, but yeah, Randy sells the shit out of everything. I don't want to doubt him due to the momentum that he has right now. Everybody wants a piece of it, and that's not how I see it. He's talented, but it's all about the momentum right now. Yes and no, bro. Momentum wise, yeah, he's definitely banking on the fact that he's big time right now, and he's been able to land these things because everybody is aware that he's like, his brand sells itself. So for Sony to have signed him on that's a pretty big deal for Sony, you know? It's a pretty big deal for Sony as much as it is for Bad Bunny, honestly. Because Bad Bunny's going to take this as a passion project, but he could have easily felt like Sony was going to do, like if he saw Venom and Morbius and like what they've done by themselves without Marvel, then he could have easily said, nah, y'all just want to get me to, use my brand. Y'all don't even care about me like that. Spider-Man 3 No Way Home was one of the best Spider-Man movies since Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. For sure, man. And I saw that Straight Edge said that No Way Home wasn't that good or whatever. All this time has passed. I have yet to see it again. I haven't found the right time to watch it again, and I bought it when it came out. I'm going to watch it again real soon.
I've seen it like 3 times already.
For real?
Yeah.
I could tell you right now, though, Spider-Man No Way Home is still, without having seen it again, that's why I made it a point. Without having seen it again, to me, it's still the best superhero movie ever. And for me to say that, it says a lot because
No Way Home. I thought you were talking about Far From Home. My bad.
Oh, Far From Home I love. Far From Home I love too. Yeah, no, Far From Home I thought was amazing. Far From Home?
No Way Home, I haven't seen it since theaters.
Yeah.
Yo, you saw a dude from here, from South Florida, Miami. You saw how he broke the Guinness World Record?
Yeah.
For seeing No Way Home 270 something times.
Yeah, I spent
in
over
theaters.
$3,000 on it, yeah. Yep.
And he was a previous record holder for Avengers Endgame, where he saw it 197 times.
And the record is not only that he saw it that many times, it's also that he held his piss that long.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like he holds the record for not going to the bathroom to pee.
Wait, you mean he saw it in a row?
I don't know if he saw all of those in a row, but I read within that same headline that he also held his urine. I don't know how many movies in a row though, so I can't tell you. But if you look it up, you'll probably find out how many he did. But they said he also holds the record for that. I don't even know how that's even a record. I started laughing when I read that shit. That shit's ridiculous. No Way Home hit different. Yeah, bro. So for me, it's like, look, man, No Way Home is a movie that I always tell people you got to watch that shit if you have a surround sound, or if you don't, to have some sort of like thing to emulate it. Great headphones, nice screen, 4K, whatever. Spider-Man, I feel like is one of those movies that just the years like created that buildup, right? Plus the work that Marvel and it's Sony Spider-Man, but it's Marvel's work with all the characters and having this dude work with the Avengers and things like that whole universe that was built up was executed so beautifully, man. And to see them bring in like the core of my fucking childhood, like Tobey Maguire, bro. Like when I saw him come out on screen, bro, that shit was super, like super. I should do a Mad Max inspired Randy. That's a cool idea, but I don't really like doing stuff like that, honestly. I was trying to look for a shirt, but obviously I've been eating shit, not realizing that they don't have it. I'll see if I put the secondary jacket. But point is, Tobey Maguire was so, like, he meant so much to my childhood, and I love his movies, and I laugh at criticizing, like when like me and Brian behind the scenes talk about Spider-Man 3, like we'll laugh at it and all these things, but I love Spider-Man 3, and it still pains me a little bit that that's how it ended for him, because man, like that's my dude. Like even when I see him in other movies, it was always like, man, I just want him to have one more shot at it. Like I want to see this guy one more time, like damn, it's just so impossible and unrealistic. And the Spider-Man brand where it's at now, it just felt like it was never gonna fit. And because Disney is going on this whole like reset button with Doctor Strange being like the person to press the button, you know, it worked perfectly, bro. Like it was just something that it wasn't even planned all this time. This was just something that like happened while they were building this movie. It's like we toss this saying around a lot, but it was definitely lightning in a bottle. That I said it right? That's what it is. That's you catch lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what this movie was. It was the perfect amount of time that passed between, you know, Amazing Spider-Man and this one, and also even more so the regular Spider-Man and these. So to recreate that, bro, it's just, I think that it's kind of impossible, if I'm honest with you guys. I don't know. It's like if Christian Bale does a Bruce Wayne later old and he's introduced in a universe where he belongs there. Something like that. I'm trying to find something similar, and it's really difficult for me to find something comparable. Because bro, the Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, man, those are great fucking movies. Those are amazing. But the amount of weight that just that one guy, Toby, had, to me, it outweighs everything. And it's just the amount of time, like I said, and how it ended for him. It was just beautiful to see him back, bro. That shit gave me chills down my spine to my core. That shit was just crazy. I was in there crying like if I was seeing somebody coming back from the dead type shit. So it's like an overwhelming reaction. And I don't think... Have I seen Tupac's performance in the film Juice? I saw Juice many, many moons ago. Never went back to see it, though. But yeah, I know which movie that is. Am I excited about the DLC pack? For sure, man. Just so you guys know, friendly reminder, we will be live tomorrow. We're already at the 1 hour mark. I'm going to go for like another 15 minutes or so. I'm definitely not going to do a long stream or anything like that, because I do want to stream in the morning, the time that I've been doing. So we're getting back on that schedule grind or whatever tomorrow. Just had a long weekend of other shit that I needed to get done. So yeah. Rest in peace, Tupac and Biggie. Yep. Oscar returned on Raw too. Wow, bro. Raw was pretty stacked tonight, huh? You know what's funny though, man? I'm gonna watch. Typically, Mustafa Ali is someone that I really don't care for. But I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to watch closely what he does. Because this guy freaking filled his mouth up with so much, I could do this, I could do that. Like, going up against Ciampa, bro, that's money right there. So, I don't want to hear it. Show me what you got, bro. Like, seriously. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is his final shot. Because it's just the stupidity and some of the stuff that I would read online about, oh, this guy has potential to be this guy has potential to be that, but he was at home crying. He took the ball home. I want to see what he's got. Damn. Had a cup of soda or what?
No, some Stone Cold beer.
They don't sell that shit in Florida though. I tried looking for it for WrestleMania.
Where's Trout? Trout Smith really know?
Yeah, Trout. He's not even on. I think he fell asleep. I don't know. Christian Bale Batman is one of my favorites ever, along with 1989 Batman. Yup. Yeah, like, you know what got me emotional too? Hearing Michael Keaton's voice and seeing like the Batman cowl. I wish they would have saved that for the movie though.
That's not gonna happen anymore with Ezra Miller.
Oh, I know you're happy. I know you're happy, sucker.
Yeah, but the movie, they weren't done with the movie, though, right?
Yeah. The movie's done. It's coming out this year.
Oh, the movie is done.
Yeah, the movie's done.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the movie's done. Bro, I wish they would have saved the little teaser for the movie, because that's another scene that would have gotten me. I've seen Michael Keaton as Batman as a kid too, and it's been even longer than Toby. I'm not gonna lie. That scene had potential to give me the little teary eyed childhood vibe,
The
but
feels.
the
Yeah, but
feels.
you'll still get that shit with the score and everything.
Well, yeah, yeah. You know, I don't want to sell. I don't want to say that it won't outright, but yeah, that scene. Actually, we talked about what's something similar that could give me the feels, and that's a scene that would have given it, bro, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm telling you, like Michael Keaton. I remember seeing my first introduction to Batman on live action was Michael Keaton and with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman and Danny DeVito as Penguin. I cannot begin to tell you how many times I've seen that movie with my eyes closed. And it has also Christopher Walken, um, star-studded cast. That shit was like I used to watch that shit all the time as a kid growing up, man. And yeah, that had potential to be that, but we'll see, bro. I'm not gonna outright say it it's just not gonna be. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. We'll see.
When you saw Spider Man, you said it was an empty theater, right?
What's up?
You saw Spider Man in an empty theater.
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man empty theater. It was maybe like 10 people or less.
I was thinking when I watched the movie by myself, it's gonna be so awkward when Toby and this guy comes out. Because the first time I saw them, it was to like a standing ovation
Oh, yeah.
of like so many people, whatever, and it like added to it.
It made you get a. Did your throat you got a knot on your
And
throat?
1,000% added. So like if you watch it by yourself, remember that whole scene is just quiet. There's not even music. He's just coming in slowly.
Yeah, he just comes in out of nowhere and he looks lost.
Yeah, so there's no clapping, there's no dramatic whatever. So I'm saying like when you watch it in the movies or whatever,
Yeah.
like that moment, that moment might hit you different than the trailer.
True. True, true. That's definitely true. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and the trailer I definitely didn't see it like, all jacked up and all that stuff. You're right. So we'll see. I mean, I'm looking forward to it either way. Even though Ezra Miller obviously shit the bag. Freaking moron.
Oh, crazy! I see Christian Bale
Oh yeah, nah, Christian Bale. I'll probably freaking. I'll get up like if we're watching a live event or something.
or George Clooney.
Yeah, I would for any of those guys. I mean, I grew up watching all those guys. I never knew how much he hated that role till I got older. We know too much now, but when I was a kid, I didn't pay attention to any of that shit. It's so funny, guys. I don't know if you guys have been in here during those conversations that Brian and I have had, but those other Batman movies that came out, which there's a bunch of them. There's 4 to be exact. Man, to me those movies were life, and I swore by it, bro. I thought that they were just trying to be like the cartoons and the little Gotham, comic book Gotham and shit, and I just felt like it was supposed to be like this colorful universe or whatever. The Tim Burton type of vibe. And when I realized how many people shitted on that movie, I was like blown away.
Yeah. Then again, I went back. I saw a video the other day where the dude broke down like the history of it,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people are talking bullshit. All those movies did amazing, except for the one with I think George Clooney. I think.
With the last one. Yeah,
I
the
think
one
so.
the one
Yeah.
with Batwoman.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but the one that they bashed Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all that bullshit. They bashed all
Yeah.
those movies.
Mm-hmm.
You look it back, those shits crushed the box office.
Thank God. Chase. Oh shit. Chase with the 5. Hold on. Chase with the 5. Hope your day has been awesome. You're seriously one of the coolest YouTubers, man. Is the DLC live? The DLC is not live. We're gonna check here shortly before the stream ends, but we'll definitely be playing it tomorrow morning. Is the news that I heard that it'll be available 10 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, they did good box office wise.
Yeah, those people. So people were talking shit.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for even mentioning that. Thank you for the 5, Chase. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, my boy. Guys, again, friendly reminder, we will be live tomorrow morning playing the new DLC, man. It's going to be all about the new DLC, so I hope you guys tune into that shit. We're just here celebrating Randy Orton changing his gear.
You know, sometimes I go down the YouTube rabbit holes, bro, and bro, these YouTubers, some of them like do like documentaries, like if they're real, bro, like they're really good.
Yeah, like some extensive ass digging.
Yeah, this dude did a full blown. It was like an hour 20, whatever, and it wasn't about necessarily that. It was about why haven't we seen Robin in any Batman movies in the past like
Like he
10 years?
was
Like how
like
come he wasn't in the
analyzing.
dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was analyzing why, and basically making a debate of like, you can't have Batman without Robin. Like that's how important
Yeah, we talked
Robin
about
is.
that the other day, I remember.
Yeah, and all the movies always try to shove
Act
him
like
down.
act like Batman is the only solo dolo act.
And because the thing is, like, basically his argument is Batman's whole story arc is redemption, bro. It's like getting over the parents, getting over whatever, and then he can never. Batman will never evolve without the character of Robin, which is
Yeah.
why we've seen the same Batman in Nolan, the same Batman in the Matt Reeves, the same Batman um with Snyder and shit like that. Like he doesn't grow as a person because they refuse to add that character.
That is true. That's another
So
layer that'll definitely make him
basically, what I just told you about the home, whatever he was defending, adding Robin, basically saying that those Batman and Robin movies, like fucking, even though they're made fun of now, those shits killed the box office when they added Robin.
that's great.
But for some reason, it's like no director's brave enough these days to take on that role.
Like those Batman movies, I don't understand why people hate him. I don't understand either, Amari. I really don't. I mean, looking back at it now, you could look up, you could nitpick and say a million and one things. But I'm talking about for when it came out, when I watched it, and what it served its purpose, and then some. I thought it was amazing. These days, action heroes in the '80s, it used to be monsters like Arnold, Sly, Dolph Lundgren. Now the roles are played by a bunch of skinny pretty boys. Yeah, but what do you mean? What are you talking about, fool? Let me see what he said. Have you seen Samuel L. Jackson's film 187? Never seen that one. What up, Chase? I'm gonna bet that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man will show up in Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. I don't know why people are predicting that. I don't.
People keep saying that, even fucking Isaac and all
Yeah,
that.
I don't even want to know why. So if you guys know why people are predicting that, please don't tell me because I'm gonna be super annoyed with you, and I'm probably gonna fucking put you on timeout. But people keep saying that shit, and I'm gonna start punching some people online. Cody,
Yeah, and then you heard about that shit about Tom Cruise coming back as Iron Man with the multiverse?
yeah, there's people even talking about that. I know. Isaac has talked to me about all those stupid things. I feel like kicking
I'm
him in the
like, what
balls.
the fuck?
I don't want to hear all that shit. I don't. Yeah, they're saying a lot of people are saying basically that a lot of crazy shit is gonna happen in the Doctor Strange movie. Am I gonna watch the AEW special event? Which special event, bro? They have one in May and they have one in June. Are you talking about the Forbidden Door? Thoughts on people bashing Tony Khan and 5% Drip Weekly? What do you mean? What's 5% Drip Weekly? Bro, Tom Hardy as Bane in Batman 3 was awesome to see. Amazing. Doesn't get enough credit. Purple looks good on Hogan card. Oh, yeah, the Amethyst. Yeah, I saw you grinded that shit straight edge. I give you props. You got Amethyst Ted DiBiase? Holy snap. Let's see what else I missed here. Can't wait to play as Omos. Same here, man. I haven't touched a new reboot Batman yet. What, you talking about the HBO Max, the Batman or Robert Pattinson? Paige has been cleared to come back. Is that true, Byron? Because you be saying some faulty stuff sometimes. Anyone here ever play Octopath Traveler? Never heard of that one, Red Hood. What's up? WWE is bringing back rock music, but it never left. They put it in here and there, and they've been putting more hip hop lately. I'll say that, but the rock stuff never left. Xbox or PS4? Neither one. It's the Series X and the PS5. His show has dropped 5% weekly since he made the announcement. What do you mean what do you mean weekly? Didn't they just announce it like last week? Mari, where are you reading this?
He's just making up facts.
Yeah, that shit just that doesn't even sound logical. It's been like hasn't even been a week, fool, and everything that I've seen online has been positive. Now I have read people trying to undermine it, but there's a lot more people saying that it's ridiculous that people will actually go out of their way to undermine something so monumental, which I agree with them. You know, New Japan coming into U.S. territory and teaming up with a big entity like AEW is really monumental for the wrestling industry as a whole. Companies, because of WWE and what WWE has done through the years, have shied away from working together unless they're really small. And you know, AEW did try to work with Impact Wrestling, and it just wasn't like as favorable as they would have imagined, I'm sure. But that's also because Impact really had nothing to offer. They're on a channel that nobody watches or has for that matter. And, you know, people that keep up with it through social media like I do will hear about the stuff and be like, oh shit, that's dope. Like when Kenny Omega was on Impact and he was the Don Callis and Christian Cage won the belt. And those things were cool. But, you know, I think that the New Japan deal, if it makes more sense for both parties, I think it's really good. If you like the film Dangerous Minds, you will love the film. Never even heard of Dangerous Minds. There are rumors going on the internet. John Moxley gonna pull Cody Rhodes when he leave AEW. I doubt it, bro. I don't know where these rumors are coming from. Whoever starts these rumors, bro, like I give them props for spreading shit like wildfire because John Moxley is one of those guys that's anti WWE. He's talked so much shit that I can't see him going back right away. Why would he go back? He has all the freedom in the world, and it just doesn't even make sense. That statement there is as dumb as the one that Amari said that they've been losing viewers 5% when not even 1 week has passed. I wish Tom Hardy knew.
Amari be stating facts just to state facts.
Yeah, like they're
I
like
went in.
fake facts.
I, I went in mid conversation between him and David Stream.
Mm-hmm.
He had said something saying that I don't listen to Reggie Miller because he never went to he's never been to the finals or he's a bum or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Reggie Miller did go to the finals.
Oh my god. Amari, I'm getting caught. My faction online probably next year's game, probably so. With Auction House, I have yet to find Impact. I have no idea where it airs. Yeah, it's like some channel called Six. Like I just see some of their highlights when some of the people that I like Morrissey showed up and Zack Ryder. Like I'll see those little highlights, but I don't really watch their shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like they're the ones that and I'm subscribed to their channel too, but WWE Money in the Bank theme song is by Evanescence from Evanescence. Really? He's talking about Dean Ambrose Vendetta. Oh yeah, well never mind. You know who he is. You used to watch TNA? Yeah, I used to watch TNA. He stopped watching in 2016. I don't remember the last year that I watched him in, honestly. I'm gonna do one little Randy Orton match, guys, before we head on out of here. I'm saying because fans keep getting annoyed when Khan says Forbidden Door and fans get disappointed. Bro, yes, that is true. That is true. I'm one of the guys that has also bashed him for saying, oh, like I have this surprise or whatever. And then even Tony Khan came forward and admitted and even apologized that he used the forbidden word, the term, he used it wrong. And then that's when he ended up signing this guy, Switchblade, to like appear on TV because he felt like he set up false expectations and things like that. But you got to keep in mind, bro, there's a lot of trolls. If you're going by what you see on Twitter, though, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going nowhere. I'll tell you that right now. Twitter is a cesspool, my boy. So if that's who you're going by and that's who you feel like is a reliable source to say everyone, like you're putting it like on, you're writing it on stone. You know what I mean? You're saying, oh, everyone is saying. And I've read some of the shit you're talking about. People have complained, but I'll be honest, and I've not only have I read articles, but I've seen it on YouTube and everywhere. The Forbidden Door stuff has been very, very well received. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Just got to be honest with you. What up, Saif? How's it going, bro? 10 a.m. Eastern, man. 10 a.m. Eastern. We will be live playing with the new DLC. So yeah, editing custom superstars, fine. Trying to edit regular superstars crashes. Look, for me, it's fine right now. Yeah, verified people on Twitter. That doesn't matter, bro. That's like when I fight with Brian and we're like in a heated debate about, oh, but I saw somebody say this or whatever. Bro, that to me is like you saying that they're verified on Twitter means absolutely nothing, bro. That means nothing.
I only been on Twitter for like 5 months, but I could tell that they say the complete opposite of what like YouTube comments, IG comments, and Facebook comments say.
For the most part, typically.
You can get like 4 or 5 different social medias that like the comments are more or less the same, and Twitter always goes the opposite. So that's like when I'm like, Twitter's just really stupid.
Yeah, Twitter's really, really hardcore.
Twitter's go is where the idiots go.
And then you see some of like, bro, I'm telling you guys right now, sometimes when I'm off stream and I want to read, like me and Brian were talking about, like, and I'm just gonna dabble on it just a little bit, but I'm not gonna expand on it. We were talking about the Miami Heat, and I told him, like, dude, like, I gotta get off the social media stuff because some of the things that I read, it shouldn't bother me, but it hurts my brain cells. If that makes any sense. It hurts my brain cells to read some of the stuff that I read. Not just about the Heat though, guys. I'm talking about like basketball or WWE or movie or just the opinions and some of the comments that I read. They just drive me like I'm just like, I can't believe that a human being would comment something like that. You know how big of a fan base you need to get. So to get verified, being verified is basically just to confirm your identity, just so you know that. It doesn't necessarily mean you're famous. You could have less than like 10,000 or 15,000 or whatever, and you could still be verified. You don't need 1 million subscribers. Like, there's no like benchmark or whatever that you need to. I think it probably has to do with other social media handles that you have and how many people engage with you. Maybe, I'm not sure. I've been good, Lex. How you been, my boy? I've been good, bro. Chilling, man. Uploading, grinding, same shit. I haven't been in the chat in a minute. Nah, it's all good, bro. We're just here celebrating Randy Orton tonight right here. I changed his attire, gave him a new little sweater, changed the colors on there, changed the color on his trunks. We're doing a little match against Kurt Angle on the Classic SmackDown show. It just proves you're not a bot, basically. I hit 8K subs, man. Yep. Well, we're on our way to 9K. We need to get to that 9K already, bro. But yeah, man, it's just some of the things that I read on there. Like I said, for everything, for wrestling and just everything. You just gotta. You take things with a grain of salt. Look, man, I learned that years ago when I got into like heavy keeping up with like movie reviews. Because for games and stuff, I don't care. I'll just see the I don't want to say I don't care because we're in 2022 and a lot of games now are coming out incomplete. So like you gotta kind of be in tune with what's going on so you don't get a game, you don't waste $60 on a game that's broken, and even then, we still paid like $100-something for Battlefield and got a broken game. But I've always been into like reading other people's opinions for movies over anything, honestly. Like over sports, over wrestling, over gaming. Movies has always been like, that's always been like something that I enjoy reading. How people felt about it, how it made them feel overall, if they like this or that, and comparing certain shit about the movie and what they found in the movie. So you'll catch me kind of like, if a movie that I really want to see comes out, I'll see what the overall score was, general consensus, but I wouldn't read any spoilers or go deep into it. Then when I watch the movie, I'll go back and I'll read some of the people that I value their opinion a little bit more than others. And I'll kind of get an idea from there, but I don't really put too much stock into reviews in general, overall, because you got to understand that at the end of the day, that's someone's opinion, you know, and that someone represents IGN, that someone represents, you know, whatever brand they work for, whether it's themselves or for a website or whatever. And it just doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. Can I recommend you a movie? I mean, mention the movie. I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. We screwed up on Battlefield. Yeah, Battlefield was terrible, full of potential, but it's just a terrible experience. It's not that the game was bad at its core. It was just poorly executed and rushed. I just make my own mind up if a movie's good or not at the end. And that's all you can do, bro. And it's not that serious. I'm not gonna lie though. Sometimes, like when going back to the whole Batman conversation, it hurt me a lot at first because I felt like an idiot. I said, "Damn, I don't know what's good or bad because I like this shit this much." But nah, man. Kind of learned the hard way. You just like whatever you want. Can I recommend music? Not like I listen to different types of shit, but I can't really say that I'm big on music or deep into urban music, or any genre in general. Just listen to what's on the radio for the most part. Do you rate movies different than you rate games? Of course. But overall, the concept is the same. I rate the game based on the, you know, not even, because, all right, so a game, I'll rate it based on, you know, the amount of time I put in, how much fun I'm having at the end of the day. Like, well, I can't say that because look at how much time I put into this game and I didn't even give it a 10 out of 10. Look at Kurt Angle putting Randy Orton in an ankle lock, though. He almost got me, too. Yeah, I do rate it different than movies because a movie I'll watch it and if it made me feel great and I really enjoyed what I saw and the acting and this and that, I'll give it a pretty high rating. Whereas at a game, I could play the game for a gazillion hours and still say, oh yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 or whatever. What games have I given a 10 out of 10? Not many, but I mean, off of the top of my head, like Spider-Man, God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man was like a, what, 9.5, 10? In that range, something like that. Castley.
If Spider-Man was a 10, that means Avengers has to be a 10 because you put them up the same.
Yeah, I gave Avengers a 10. I gave the Batman games a 10. But those are my favorite games that I've ever really played, honestly. But beyond those games that I mentioned, maybe like one of the GTAs, Vice City, I'll give a 10. But I definitely, there's more 8s in my list than anything in 9s and shit like that. Like the only like shooter that I could think that I'll probably give like a 10 when I think about it is probably like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and shit. I don't know. What's on my Spotify playlist? I don't even have a playlist, bro. And I use free trials for music and shit. I don't even pay for any of those services. Have I ever played FIFA? Yeah, I have. I'm trying to think what other games, because those games that I mentioned are games that are like on my Mount Rushmore type shit. They're all games from like this past generation, honestly. I think this past generation had more 10s than I've ever played. But if I'm thinking like 360 era, like, I beat a lot of games in that era, but a lot of games were like really fun and guilty pleasure. What up, Sai? Welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be playing the new DLC when it comes out, just so y'all know. Yo, Lex, just hopping in real quick. Raw was insane tonight. I got to watch it, man. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. We were here talking about Randy Orton just a little bit ago, and I just picked up my win with Randy versus Kurt Angle, one of his adversaries on SmackDown. Have you seen, bro? Have you seen RRRR? Is it Red Dead Redemption? Is that what you're talking about? That's a game. I don't think you're talking about that. Are you? Uncharted, Last of Us. Yeah, I mentioned those. My favorite game of all time is The Last of Us. Both of them. You could put those on my top. And then when you go from there, you know, I think God of War is the best game of last generation, but it's not my number 2, but I think it's the best game of the last generation. It was the most like the experience overall, and like every time I played it, and just the dynamic of characters and the gods and the larger than life and the traveling through different places, like it was just crazy. That God of War game is special. Very, very special game, that God of War. Very near and dear to my heart. Let me see where I'm at with the time though. I'm already at an hour and a half. That's why I can't. It's like these days of streaming for an hour is so hard because, you know, I don't want to get off them as they're burning already. Arkham series, yeah, I mentioned the Arkham series. So for me, is like I know for a fact off the top, I could tell you 100%, gazillion percent, that The Last of Us is number 1. Ooh, sorry, but for number 2, man, I have to say probably like the Assassin's Creeds that had the stories that connected and shit like that. Those games are like life for me. Like when I played that actually, look, those are games from the 360. That's probably my favorite like 360 series right there. The Assassin's Creeds. If I think about it, that and the freaking Arkham games from the 360 era, those are the two right there that I could think of. Let me go down my 360, my Xbox achievements here. Cuz I'm having a brain fart, bro. There's other games that I'm just not mentioning right now. And you're asking me if I rate you're asking me what did I rate the Forza, the car game? So my biggest gripe with Forza Horizon 5, despite me feeling like it's like the perfect racer, perfect open world or whatever, is that I wish it would have had like a Fast and Furious cheesy type story. Like I feel like that's the only thing that I was missing, honestly. Which the first Horizon, I think the first 2 Horizon games had a story. So I feel like that's the only thing that it's missing to have been a perfect.
They took that game off of stores. That Fast and Furious game.
Oh really?
Yeah, it did so bad that they removed it. They, what do they call it? They deranked it. So when what they did with Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
they did that shit so Fast and Furious.
But which one, the one that I had bought or the new one that just came out? Because it was a new arcadey one that just came out too.
The one that you bought.
Oh wow, that's funny. That's really
And you
funny.
liked it.
Yeah, I did like it. I thought it was super cheesy. I thought it was a good like $20 game though, $20-$30 game. Big rip, but it was a good cheese. It was like, dude, because it reminded me of when I was a kid and I played those games based on movies that were always usually bad, but they were a lot of fun. Those very few games that were actually really good like that, because all those games were always rushed and they were just to bank and milk the franchise. And I always had a lot of fun with those games. Cyberpunk was bad, man. I like Cyberpunk. Even when I finish it and I end up overall enjoying it, because I have enjoyed it when I've played it, it's gonna end up being a game that was just tainted and plagued with so much garbageness for me, because I had a lot of issues with it, bro. I fell off the map. I would get stuck doing a mission. I had to redo shit. It felt clunky on the consoles and shit like that. So I salute Brian, man. He was fucking fortunate enough to play it on PC and he barely had issues with it. So he was able to enjoy it to its full capacity. So I'm happy for him. But unfortunately, I didn't get that clean experience. My favorite racing game is Midnight Club of all time. Midnight Club LA to be exact. That and Need for Speed Underground are my 2 like cream of the crop. And then when you go beyond that, like over the last decade or more, it's been Forza, honestly. There's nothing that compares. Even I've been enjoying, let me tell y'all, I've been enjoying the shit out of Gran Turismo 7. It's not a bad game at all. but Forza's definitely ahead of the pack. Like Gran Turismo's so far behind, bro. But they managed to make the game good in their own way, though. I like their layout with the little car dealership and the menus, trying to, get stuff for your collection. I think they did it in a smart way. I'll become a member eventually. It won't let me right now for some reason. I'll try to figure it out. Damn, Chase with the 10. I wish you would have became a member so you could get the freaking badge. But either way, bro, thank you for donating, man. I appreciate you carrying the freaking backpack tonight, dawg. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. You have no idea. Ghost of Tsushima was epic. It really, really was, man. Really, really was. It was.
I love that game. That game gave me the special feels.
That's awesome. I'm glad you really liked it that much for sure. It was a highlight of last generation too. Bro, is that when you look at the last generation, I just look at the PS4 and how amazing those exclusives were, man. I had spots in Ghost of Tsushima for sure that I had the feels. I like when they battled the friend battle right there, the
Like
uncle
all the
battle.
battles everything felt like a movie.
Yeah, I like the battle with the main big fat guy. When you're charging towards the village, like the little complaints that I had about the game, bro. Let me tell you guys something. That game, I would have given it a higher score, and I would have enjoyed it 10 times more had it been a game built specifically for, like, let's say a powerful PC or like the new PS5. If they would have built it towards that, I feel like the things that I had issues with were super, super like bogus, but it fucking lowered my experience overall from it giving it like a 10 or something like that. I ended up giving it like an 8.5, but it was still a really good game though. So I can't knock it because it was definitely super enjoyable. And I figured out about, like an idiot. You guys can make fun of me all you want about this. I actually figured out how to do the fast traveling shit after I beat the game, which was super, super necessary for me. And ultimately though, I can't really there's nothing really I could rip the game besides the fact that when I was in battles and certain things that I was doing in the game, the camera angles kept fucking up for me, and I really didn't like that. And some of the dialogue cutscenes and shit were kind of stiff, but either way, bro, that's just like nitpicking and shit. The game was really good. And I'm happy they're doing a movie for it. That's a movie I would definitely want to see. I'm the best. Thank you, Nick. You're the best for tuning in. So yeah, Chase, in case you didn't hear me, man, thank you so much for the donation. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition is the shit. My favorite all-time game. Damn, that's what's up. I'm chilling, Nick. Chilling, man. I'm here getting ready to sign off here shortly, but, trying to answer everyone's questions here as much as I can. 20 years of Randy Orton. He had a great career in WWE. Has a great career in WWE. He's still there. Have you played the Dark Pictures anthology? Nah, I'm not really big into horror like that, if I'm honest. But did you ever play Sega Genesis growing up? 100%, bro. My brother had it. I played Sonic. I grew up on Mario, Sonic, and yeah, those were the games as a kid that I played. Best sports game? I don't know what year to pick, but NBA 2K at some point had the best sports game. And then Madden with Michael Vick on the cover, I could remember vividly. Like games that stick out like a sore thumb to me is like Madden with Michael Vick on the cover. I think the first time Jordan came back to being in a game was like, I don't even remember what 2K that was now, but that was a good moment as well. A good 2K. I really like 2K6 was good. I like NBA Live. I think it was 04 or something like that. I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. For me, sports titles, they come out every year. Like, I haven't had like the best. Like playing WWE 2k22, the feeling that I get from WWE 2k22 that it's like the best WWE game in a very, very long time. Like that feeling, I haven't had that with a sports title. And if you want to consider racing, I guess you could say that with like Forza Horizon 5. I think that's, but I don't like, to me, I know racing is a sport, but I leave it separate from like basketball, football, and baseball. What up, Banks? Yeah, man, you're a sellout. You're a sellout, Banks. I should make music, but what music am I gonna make, Byron? I can't fucking write music for shit. I'm really off beat.
You
So
used to be a DJ.
I tried being a DJ, failed at that, failed as a musician because I tried doing percussion. I tried doing like the whole drummer stuff. I tried doing steel drums. I even tried playing what was it? I think it was called the trombone or some shit like that. I've tried all instruments and I just I learned how to read some music and I don't remember now. I learned how to read music though for a little bit in time when I was like middle school, early high school, but fell off quickly and I forgot. If you give me a like if you give me a page with notes, I wouldn't be able to read it anymore. But I used to know it back in the day. A little bit. I struggled with it, but I learned the lingo a little bit. Enough to like defend myself a little bit, but those days are over. I forgot. I love Midnight Club. I like when racing games have night theme. Love that shit. Need for Speed Heat. That's one of the newer ones, right? Never played Day of Reckoning. MLB was good, but what, you're making me pick like a best MLB of all time? I mean, it's MLB the show, but like NBA 2K, I can't remember the specific year to give you right now, but you know, I've played MLB like All-Star Baseball and N64 and I don't know. But yeah, MLB the show is definitely the best baseball game. And MVP Baseball, that's another one worth mentioning by EA Sports. What up, Bray? How's it going, bro? Sonic and Streets of Rage 2. My brother loves like the Streets of Rage series and shit. But yeah, Sonic, for me, it was like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I think it was. I like Sonic. I like the Knuckles. Knuckles was one of my favorites. It's funny, bro. I've always liked Red and Knuckles. I always liked, even though I didn't even know his character like that. Lex, I seen an old video that was 10 years old. 10 years old. You had the long hair? Yep, I had the long hair, bro. I was trying to go down here. But yeah, look, I did give Marvel's Avengers a 10 out of 10. Even though it had repetitive spots and things like that, I just really loved it. Loved the graphics. Loved how they had you playing a team and how every superhero felt. Loved the cutscenes it had. Assassin's Creed Origins is one of the best games I've ever played for sure. Played that one more recently. Look, I played Tomb Raider. Fucking Brian had beaten all of them. He kept telling me play him, and I fucking finally played the first Tomb Raider and thought it was a really, really good game. The first Watch Dogs, I gotta play the second and third and shit, but the first Watch Dogs was really good. To me, at least. I know some people are really nitpicky with that shit, but I really liked it. Oh, Dirt 5 was a really good game. I loved Dirt 5. That shit was awesome. Well worth it. 12 minutes, man. Not enough people played this one. That shit was so amazing. That shit really gave me what an experience. That 12 minutes game was a psychological experience. Trying to go down my list here. Let's see what else I could come up with.
Did you beat it in 12 minutes? Though?
Hell no. That shit took me almost like 9 hours. Probably could beat it in 12 minutes if you figure it out. And I feel like everybody mentions like all like Arkham Knight and Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. For me, I really love making sure that I mention Arkham Origins because that shit is so underrated. Even forget about underrated. It's underappreciated. Love that game. Look, a game that I really enjoyed was that Yakuza game, bro. I played it for like 6 hours or so, but the new one, that is. And I didn't end up beating it. Those games are really long and it's not really my shit. Let me see. I'm trying to see here what other game I could mention off like the top. And yeah, somebody in here mentioned the Fight Night series. I used to love the Fight Night series back in the day for sure. Bro, is that like there's a lot of games that I've beaten like even on the 360 and stuff. But like just because I beat them doesn't like I beat them, I enjoyed them for what they were and shit, but it doesn't mean that I'll like Like, look, for example, look, I just see it right here. Medal of Honor. It says here, Medal of Honor Warfighter. I beat that game, and that game was good. It was good to me, but I'll never even bother mentioning that game. Like, I just mentioned it now because I have it here. But I remember beating it. I bought it for like $5. I forgot where, and I ended up playing it and enjoyed the story and enjoyed the graphics and stuff. I thought it was a good game. But it's not like something that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you guys gotta go and play Medal of Honor. And for me, for Call of Duty, even though I've enjoyed, some more than others, and there's been some that have been like really fun, good experiences. It's Modern Warfare 2, and I've never, and I repeat, you guys will think I'm crazy and you guys won't agree with me. Maybe Brian feels a little this way, but for me, it's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and the Cold War. I will never forget the run that we went on Cold War. I thought Cold War was way better than people made it out to be. That shit did not get enough credit. And I understand why too. It was really light on the maps at launch and shit, and it took some time for them to roll out new maps. But Cold War was way better than I would have ever imagined. And maybe because my expectations for Call of Duty have dropped every year. Maybe that's why I liked it or whatever, and it reminded me a lot of the old days. But Max Payne 3, I see it here. I love that shit. That shit was good. Alan Wake is a game I really like, but I really like them, but they're just games that I've beaten and I've enjoyed when I've played them. Mafia 2 was a game I enjoyed the shit out of that when I played it. I remember. Look at that. I have freaking 720 gamer score on that game. I remember playing Crysis 2. Thought that was a really good game. Never understood why that didn't blow up more. I always thought Crysis was a really good series overall, and it just never really caught on. I don't know. Has like a very like niche fan base. Ghost Recon was one of my favorite shooters, honestly. And it's funny that like even though I like a lot of the games that I gave 10s are from this generation, the 360 era is definitely my favorite generation in gaming. Like I'm just looking at all the games that I played on here, bro, and it's like I remember each and every time I put these games in and how they made me feel.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's favorite generation, though.
For real?
Yeah, who's not gonna say that?
Well, because you hear some people mention PS3s and shit like that, but
Yeah, but even PS3, you had 3 Uncharted's, The Last of Us,
yeah, the last was at the very, very end, but yeah.
Tomb Raider, and that's like at the end of the generation. And then during the generations, man, you had Halo 3, you had all the Gears of Wars
Yeah.
when
No, it
when it was
was
on
iconic.
when it was on top.
Yeah, when I was
Gears
on
of
top.
War.
That I cut my beard, yeah, I trimmed it. This is how I typically have it. I don't really I let it grow to like a boiling point and then I shorten it again, let it grow a boiling point like that.
We had Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous was really good. I really enjoyed Infamous. Extraction was trash. It was. GTA 4 more enjoyable than 5. I agree with you on that shit 100%. KQ. Yeah, the Tom Clancy Extraction game was garbage, Amar. I hated that shit. Well, I don't want to say hate. It's a strong word. I just didn't like it. That I like Fable. I tried, but I played it too late, I guess. But I couldn't really like find my footing with it. So it's not my type of game to begin with. I was trying something else and it just didn't work out. Mafia 3, I played the demo. Haven't played the real game yet, ever. I'll
I played
eventually
it.
try it. You didn't like it, right? You said it was repetitive?
I hated it.
Yeah, and after playing Mafia 1 and 2, I'm switching it up. And I'll tell you this, guys. I appreciate games that are linear and give me compelling cinematic sequences with some nice acting. It doesn't have to be like movie. Like it could be.
Hey,
Go ahead.
gi- give me a game that's a 10 out of 10
Uh huh.
that everybody says is a classic, but you don't see what the big deal's about.
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Making me think here. Damn, can I cheat and ask you to name me a few so I could tell you?
Well, I'll give you mine.
All right, yeah, help me out here because I'm drawing a blank.
Well,
So
okay, so I'll give you a few before I give you mine.
okay,
So one that's a cult classic, it's a 10 out of 10, that most legendary game ever, whatever.
uh-huh.
Metal Gear.
That is not a 10 to you.
No, that's not mine. I'm just giving you examples.
Oh, okay, okay, I get you.
So, so
So
that's one Metal Gear.
okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I played that other Metal Gear, and I don't think that should. What
You
was the last Metal
got
Gear I played?
what
The
Phantom Menace.
yeah, Phantom Phantom Pain or some shit like that, right?
Oh yeah, Phantom Pain.
Didn't they give that shit like a 9 or a 10 or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that shit was. I felt like I played better games. The graphics and shit for its time was good, but I thought I played better games. But yeah, go ahead. Another one.
Um, BioShock.
Yeah, I thought that shit was boring. I tried it, man. I tried it a couple times. I gotta maybe try it again, but
That's the one that brings tears to people's eyes. Like the best writing and
yeah,
everything
I
like that.
gotta. I
I played part one.
I got
That's
one,
in
Brian.
third.
Now that you said that, I got one. Are you ready?
What?
Borderlands, bro.
Oh,
I have tried, yo, guys, I have tried every fucking Borderlands. All of them. Even the last one, when it got the upgraded PS5, I bought it at Five Below for $5 because I said, "Damn, a $5 game on PS5. I want to try this." And I played it, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. I put it on the easy difficulty, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is literally the same game I played on 360 like so many years ago." I'm not a Borderlands hater. I just think that people overrate it. And don't tell me, oh, you got to play with friends. I've played it with friends. I've played it with people before, and I've played it with randoms. I've played it by myself. I've tried everything there is to try to play and enjoy the game. I was on, never got the invite. I didn't see you online, bro. I looked at the friends list and I didn't see you online. I even wrote to you on Twitter. Either way, I'm already about to get off. You came in late as hell, and I've been streaming, and you didn't tune in. You just tuned in now, so you sold out regardless. Go ahead though. What was another one that you're gonna mention? Fortnite is another one I could mention. I don't get it, but go ahead.
what, Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite is another one. I don't.
Oh yeah, no, but those are more like cultures or whatever. Like
Yeah,
I'm talking about like yeah. Oh yeah, so like I was saying for me, I think I don't get the big deal on BioShock.
yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't. I thought like, and even the twist at the end, because everybody praises it for the twist,
Yeah,
the climax at the end.
you just farted.
I didn't bat an eye, dog. I was just looking at it, I'm like, okay. It's a lot about Mass Effect.
Oh, Mass Effect. Um, yeah, I'm getting off now. Next era, I'm about to get off now. Am I ready for Doctor Strange? For sure. Mass Effect for me, I don't want to judge the other ones, even though I think I did try one of the other ones like 360 days or whatever, didn't care for it. I don't want to be ignorant on that because I did give a shot to Andromeda and I ended up really liking it. I just never beat it, obviously, but I did put in like 9 hours or so into Andromeda, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Every time I played it, it reminded me of Star Trek, and I thought it was a good experience. All right, you want to be honest, bro? You want to laugh, Brian?
Yeah.
I like it, dude. And I've enjoyed my time playing with you on it now. And I enjoyed when I played it with Jamar. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying I didn't. But I've played this game with my brother, my younger brother. I tried it with my older brother as well. Tried it with Jamar. I've tried it with Stun. I've tried it with you. I've now tried it with Trout. And as much as I'm anticipating ever playing the co-op with you on Halo, I am very much an outside fan of Halo. I like
Well, you're gonna like it.
I like my Xbox design. I like my Xbox controller. I like Master Chief. I enjoy the cutscenes. I like getting on there and experiencing it together. I enjoyed the other night when we played multiplayer together. So I haven't had like horrible experiences with it that I could say that this shit is trash. But Halo's a game that I have forced myself to like. See you later, Sammy.
No, but you like the campaign though.
Yeah, I've tried. I can't begin to tell you. Before I played it co-op and I tried it like in groups, I can't begin to tell you how many times I tried playing Halo 3 by myself. I absolutely hated it. I hated the campaign for Halo 3, dude. And I know that it's one of the most like amazing games, and it's like a staple in the, and not just the Xbox like library, but just in general in gaming. And I see the fandom of why like some people want to be so deep into that world, but for me it's like people, bro, there's people that live and breathe Master Chief like that shit Star Wars, right? And
Yeah.
to me he's not Star Wars. To me he's a dope video game character, but he's like Xbox's Sonic for like what it was for Sega and Mario for Nintendo. But for me it's like I like it, but not like to that capacity. Like, dude, I've tried, man. I've tried. Not only have I gotten the games at launch, not only have I gotten it at midnight, not only have we played it together endless hours. By now, guys, me and Brian have played Halo like co-op and in multiplayer endlessly. What up, Crusade? And I just like in gaming in general, how people like fighting waves of enemies, like in Destiny, like the horde, the hoarding mode or whatever it's called. What's it called? The
Yeah.
hive or yeah, I don't get that either. To me, it's like, how the hell do you guys like this shit?
Since the first Halo campaign is top 3, tell them more about our experience of Halo 1.
Since I know you talking about when you played that shit when you were like 5 years old, but that Halo can.
Yo, you played it, bro. I remember it was like 3 in the morning. We playing that shit, half sleepy, and you told me like, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
This
I
sucks.
don't know how this game came out, and these dudes thought it was a good idea to make a part 2."
Yeah, I did tell Brian that, and I don't know how they suckered everybody to make like 3 more parts. I told Brian that shit. He's not lying. I told him I don't know how these people suckered, everybody to make more of these shits, because this shit was trash. Mind you, I played it way after I should have, but that shit was hot garbage. We didn't even know where to turn. Like, the story was like, on paper, the story was better than what it was being presented. GTA 5 is the king of overrated games, in my opinion. Chase, I agree with you, man. I used to have GTA, like that love and passion that I have for Last of Us, that you heard me say that it's my number 1 game of all time. GTA used to have that, and there was no competing with it. I thought that there was nothing that would ever surpass it or come close. And I'm not talking about GTA 1, 2, 3 or what. I'm just talking about GTA like the franchise, because I have been playing GTA since it was when you were looking from the top down. I used to play it on PC and on Dreamcast. And that's when I used to really like that's when I really got into GTA. And then GTA 3 came out, and that shit was mind blowing. And then GTA Vice City, that shit, and then GTA San Andreas was dope as hell too. And I just thought GTA was like untouchable. And it just, I kind of like started playing other games, and I realized, man, I'm really big on these linear cutscene experiences, bro. I really, really am. Wake up, Jamar. Halo 3 was good. I remember we played Halo 4 together, Jamar. I remember we beat that one. Facts, GT is just old and overplayed, but sometimes the game is fun. I just, GTA 5 for me was a miss with all the characters and the flip-flopping, and I even now, like, I want to beat it, but I'm going to drag through that shit. I even paid to get the remastered, but that shit's it's gonna drag for me. Like right now, I'm in the middle of like Uncharted, and I'm at the end of Far Cry. I'm trying to finish those 2 games because I actually want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Dude, you know what's funny to me, guys? And I
You
know
should
some
get into Guardians before you get into Assassins.
that is true too. That is true. I could get into Guardians. I'll probably get into Assassins and Guardians at the same time. Because I do gotta finish Guardians and I love Guardians. Guardians is a really good game. I really like Guardians. But that experience was also ruined that while I was in the transition of getting my new Xbox and I was with the Series S. It was just bad. But Guardians is definitely a good game. I still hold it to high regard, and every time I've played it I've enjoyed it. So I still remember when you played it on stream. So all that time you were pretending to enjoy it. What a shame. You faked enjoying Halo. Wait, what? How do I? Oh no. I never said that the game sucked, dude. I said I'll never give it like a 10 out of 10. There's people that live and swear by Halo and they give it a 10. I like Halo. Now that I forced myself and that I've enjoyed the experiences with my friends. So it's not that I faked enjoying Halo. I'll get on Halo now and enjoy it for the most part, yeah. But the people that play Halo is like it's Oh, another game that I could mention is Gears of War, Brian.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Well, are we mentioning games that we flat out don't like, or just because you liked
No.
Bioshock? You just felt like
No,
it.
I'm saying games that people put on the pedestal. You're just like, yes, whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's how I feel about Gears for sure. No, I
You
didn't
talking
say
about the campaign or the multiplayer?
just in general, everything about it. I think it's a solid game. Like I'll give it like 7.58 out of 10 or something. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's horrible. You know, I won't give it like anything less than a 7. I feel like that's disrespectful. But I think it's a good fun co-op experience. I think that for what they were going for and shit, it was dope, but I just didn't like the art direction of like the big bulky people and shit, and like that it has like a very like washed sepia tone feel sometimes. Like I don't really dig the art direction that it has. Nah, I didn't say it was trash, Amari. Like I haven't these games that I mentioned, like I'm not gonna be disrespectful, dude. I appreciate good shit. Even if I don't like it for myself. Like the Metal Gear Solid, the last one that came out that people considered a classic and shit like that too. I don't think it was horrible. I'm shocked Dark Souls isn't brought up. Oh, I don't
No,
like
because
Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls, Dark Souls is trash.
Yeah. Wait, but are
we're
you
bringing up,
saying
we're bringing up, we're bringing up games that we like that we just don't see. We
the
don't
hype?
put them as the classics that people think they're classics.
Yeah.
Dark Souls is a weird. Dark Souls, bro. The people who play Dark Souls are people who have like a dominatrix sex fetish. No, like they pay women to step on their nut sacks and shit.
I like
Cause
Bioshock.
I can't see buying a $60 game to die 40 fucking thousand times and give it a 10.
I don't like those type of games. I would love to get into Dark Souls games, but they look cool, but I can't deal with the difficulty. Yeah. From software games, but you dig those games, don't you though, PJ? Yeah, I'm glad you're here too, Saif. I'm glad you're here, my boy. Yeah, I don't. Infamous was good. Yeah, I like Infamous. Skill gap is real. Yeah, but it's not just forget about skill gap. I just don't. I don't enjoy that. Like those games, like the art direction and the style of what they're going for. Even it like there's nothing about it that entices me to try to even get into that world. You missed me. Well, you know, I uploaded yesterday. I uploaded a couple videos yesterday. I definitely took off Saturday, but I uploaded yesterday. Thank you, team.
Just don't see the appeal, dude. If I die more than like 50 times on one boss, that game is on borderline getting traded.
I'm getting traded. Borderline. That shit already got delete.
Shit, going straight to GameStop saying, yeah, keep this shit.
Name one game you were hyped for, but then it disappointed you. Battlefield, Cyberpunk. Still have 4 or 5 years till GTA 6 comes out. I know, that's why I'm in no rush to beat GTA 5. I'll beat it by then. I'm glad you missed me, Ahmed. That makes me feel good, man. I'm gonna be streaming in the morning with the new DLC, just so you know, FYI. I want to have fun in my games, not rage my ass off at the same boss being killed 40 different times. Yeah, dude, like, look, man, when you become good at those games, you end up finding a way around it, and not every boss is going to dominate you like that. I understand that. For me, it's beyond that. It's not even just the fact that you're going to die a lot, because that's part of the game. Because, like, look at that game that PlayStation did called Returnal. It's literally part of the story that you die. So every time you die, you pick up on something new and you apply it to the game to try to beat it. That's how that game Deathloop is gonna. That's how Deathloop is, and that's something that has me intrigued about it. That's how 12 minutes was, and I ended up loving it, even though it was on a small scale. So it's not about the fact that you're failing, because the you failing is gonna, ultimately make you better. You're better for it in the long run. And again, if you end up mastering it, you end up, failing less. But for me, is like there's no appeal. Like, I saw gameplay videos, I saw cinematic trailers, I saw story trailers for Elden Ring, and I saw them for Dark Souls when those were coming out. And I hate that whole dark fantasy vibe that they got, and like the walking trees with like a weird head coming out, or like the person that instead of having an arm, they have like a sword or something as an arm, and like that it's like that devilish, freaky, demonic shit. Like, it's there's no appeal to it. I don't even think it has good graphics. I don't even find that shit beautiful. Like, I just don't like any of that shit. So like that art direction of it, it's the reason why I don't even look towards it. It's just not even it's not even, for the sake of like wanting to be like expanding my food palette or whatever, in this case my gaming palette, I would like to try Elden Ring. If like I come across it in a certain way for me to try it, I'll try it. It's not that I'm against trying it, but it's not about having great graphics. I'm talking about the art direction. I never mentioned having bad graphics. I'm saying the art direction, the style of it is something that I don't care for. How do I like the Ratchet and Sonic games? I like the Sonic games. I mean, I haven't played one of the newer ones. And for Ratchet and Clank, I played the new one when it was overhyped for PS5 and stuff like that when it came out. That Stunner got it. Bless his heart. I would have never paid for that shit. You said it didn't have great graphics. Go back, I promise. No hate. Well, I probably did say it, but I don't like the graphics of it. And I'm talking more in the sense of like the art direction of the dark fantasy graphics that they use, like the animations and shit. I don't really care for that. That's mainly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like detail on the grass or the armor or the sword or blood. Like, that's not the graphics I'm referring to, at least. I'm referring more so like art style and the whole setup that they have in that game. Like Bloodborne is another one too that I remember was super overhyped, and I just, and it's funny because they all are those games that you can't change. It's those games that you can't change the difficulty and stuff like that. So thank God that I don't even care about that type of fantasy style, because if I did, I'd be in trouble. I'd be wanting to play it and give it a shot, Like, if Assassin's Creed had that type of style that you can't change the difficulty and you got to keep playing and trying, it's something that I would have already given a shot and jumped into that world, because I do like the Assassin's Creed stuff. So if it was something that lined up with like more of the shit that calls my attention, then yeah, I would have given it a go. But just that feel, it doesn't really, like, I need to get it or I need to play it. Will I play it? I've played one of the Dark Souls, and I think Xbox did a giveaway one time with the Dark Souls games with gold or some shit, and I remember playing it and I tried it, even though it was against like everything that I like, and I still, I felt like it was just like not my thing. I beat Detroit Become Human. That show was awesome. Ever played Devil's Night? Never heard of that one. Resident Evil used to be great. Look, Resident Evil is a game that I've played multiple different numbers at different points in times in my life, and I just couldn't get into them. But I like the movies and I like the story. If that makes any sense, like to me, it doesn't make any sense. How the hell do you like the movies and the story and everything set up for it, but you don't like the actual game? Like,
Yeah, it's because the movies is action or action movies, and the games aren't meant to be action. The games are just they're scavenger games.
true, true,
Spend like 2 hours looking for Duracell batteries.
and you can't run
And
and shoot. I've always hated that too. Like in the other ones.
then you gotta spend another 3 hours looking for a pair of tweezers.
Yeah.
People love that shit.
What was the Detroit game about? Are you trying to quiz me? Are you serious? Lexx, the WWE 2k22 haters are back at it again. I don't think they ever stopped though. They're saying 2k22 did not deserve high ratings it got, but it didn't really get like all that crazy high ratings. Different strokes for different folks for sure. Like I can't play those like story games until dawn and shit. I take a nap type thing. Yeah, I know, but you're also not a big movie guy. So I don't expect for you to play like a cinematic type game like that either. I enjoy cinematic games. I even enjoyed Order 1886. Like it doesn't have to be a critically acclaimed game for me to enjoy it. I enjoyed the Fast and Furious game, and that shit is probably the worst game I've ever played in my life. Resident Evil 4 remake is gonna be great. They can't fuck up one of the greatest games of all time, can they? Well, everybody praises all the other Resident Evil remakes, so
Well, the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes got praised.
yeah, and one was old as hell.
PJ got called out.
About what? No. He's not talking about Resident Evil, because the game that he was talking about was Until Dawn. Until Dawn is what he's talking. Did you ever play Broken Sword? Never heard of that. But I remember I don't play. I've mentioned it. Well, I don't know if you know, but I don't really play RPG games. Talking about story choice games, yeah. So you're talking about like Heavy Rain, Detroit Human, Until Dawn. Those are
Yeah, but he didn't like The Last of Us 2 either.
But you told me you went back and played The Last of Us 2, right, PJ? You heard that Ubisoft might be going on sale. I heard it from IGN. I thought that's crazy.
Yeah, Microsoft's buying.
You think they're gonna go on sale? RKO Bobby Lashley to retain WWE Championship. Nice. First Last of Us was goated. I love the Godzilla PS4 game, and that game is regarded as one of the worst PlayStation games of all time. Exactly, Chase. Exactly, that's what I mean. I forgot how much I liked Heavy Rain. I gotta beat Heavy Rain. I never finished it. Lexx, I don't pre-order WWE 22 and WO Season Season Pass as a DLC. If you bought the NWO edition, yeah, you got everything then. Second one had good graphics and gameplay. Damn, you hated the story a lot, huh? I remember when you saw me playing it, you were so mad that I was having so much fun. You ever checked out Sifu? I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. Kind of look like the guy from Become
You bought
Human. No, Stunna did. Look like the guy from Become Human. Who though? Are you talking about the cop that drinks?
That's kind of like a Returnal game, Sifu.
Sifu?
Yeah,
It's like a slasher or some shit, right? I haven't really looked into it like that. I just downloaded it.
it's like a fighting game. Like it's like supposedly like Dark Souls type hard,
Mm-hmm.
but it has like a creative twist to it, where it's basically like you're supposed to beat everything, and I think in one playthrough, but every time you die,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like every time you die, you come back and you're stronger, right? Like you get like more health, like I mean, like you're more powerful, like your hits are more powerful and everything like that. But you age though.
Oh shit.
So
Damn.
like your life bar goes lower every time you die, but
Wow.
you're stronger like in your combos and shit.
Wow. That's dope. Concept seems promising. What I think about Final Fantasy series, another game that I tried getting into, wasn't my thing, but I tried getting into because I wanted to try and I couldn't. I even bought one of them one time for like $5 or something.
Wow, PJ sound PJ with they shoved the gay stuff down your throat. What's he talking about?
Yeah, he's talking about the. Well, I don't know what he's talking about. I guess Ellie, right? He doesn't like the Ellie story.
Nah, he's talking about Abby.
Yeah, but Abby wasn't. Lex, you ever try The Sims on PS? I think the Sims, as much as I love that game, on console that's just trash. I want them to make a new Sims with like the new technology. I feel like they're milking the other one, you know? The last Sims that I played hardcore like that was The Sims 3. And I remember playing The Sims 2 a lot too. Sims 4 I haven't really played too much, honestly. My wife is the one that plays The Sims 4. But I've never liked The Sims on console. I like them. That's like the only game I ever really played on PC. Back in the day with like shitty ass setup. What up, Dirty? Have you played any of these prototype games? I think I rented one of them once or something like that. I liked Infamous more, so it was like it came out in a time where it was like prototype or Infamous, and I went Infamous. When you die, you age is like a trade off. Plus, the combat is pretty unique. Wow. The Quarry game can't wait for June. Oh yeah, it's a game that's like Until Dawn. First like 5 hours was about lesbians. Oh, PJ, you're just like you said. Brian was exaggerating about the 50 deaths to a boss. You're exaggerating heavy, bro. I feel you though, dog. I know you didn't mess with it at all. I love to see you play For Honor. I played it when it first came out. I tried playing it again within the last 6 months to a year, I would say, to try out like the updated graphics and all that bullshit. And that shit was abusive. I got railed. Favorite Wii game? Don't have none. Didn't really play the Wii. My younger brother did. I first got into Randy Orton playing SmackDown vs. Raw 6, but THQ did him dirty in that game. Damn, I don't remember what happened to him in that game. I remember I used to play 06 at my friend's house. He definitely is. I think he is too. But it's okay. I respect his opinion. I know PJ's a legit gamer. He has his reasonings and I respect it. If it was anybody else, I would have been like, screw you. I remember Abs,
I wish
honestly.
they would have given us the choice at the end to kill her. I would have liked it.
Maybe not 5, but at least 2 or 3. Finding out the first lesbian was pregnant. Critter. I just couldn't get into it. I hate the series. I love the first. I feel you. I don't play against players anymore. I just learn with people against bots.
Yeah, bro. It was the ultimate feminist game, though.
It was.
All the men died.
They did. Backlash. When is Backlash? Yeah, I'm hearing that it's Roman Reigns versus Booker T. I was saying.
Oh, he said Booker T?
Yeah, I said that by mistake though. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Boxing UFC heavyweight champion Ngannou Ice Fury fight. That's what you were telling me, Brian.
Now what?
That Ngannou wants to set up the fight with this guy. Finally.
Oh, did you see the video?
Is it the one that I sent you or another one?
No. The one where after his fight, he brought up Ngannou into the ring and shit.
Oh no, I gotta see it. May 16? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure. Let me see. What's May 16? Oh no, wait, not May 16.
May 8th. Fun. So we're gonna have the same weekend as Doctor Strange Part 2. Let's go.
Wait, it is?
But Doctor Strange comes out on 6th or 5th.
Why did I just see it says WrestleMania Backlash May 16?
Oh, I don't know. No, somebody in your chat said 8th. I don't know.
Oh, I see. next Sunday night. Doctor Strange is next week.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Time goes by fast, bro. Road Rash? Oh my god. It's Road Rush, ain't it? Dog, you're the only other person I've ever heard mention that game. I love that game. I always wish that they brought that shit back. Some random company tried doing one similar, and I tried playing it. That shit was terrible. It was literally just racing and knocking people off of their motorcycle and basically buying different color motorcycles to go faster and shit. And you could hit them with chains and batons, and you have like cops chasing you or whatever. Love that game, bro. You just freaking gave me a flashback. Ngannou about to get paid? Yeah. Is Dana White gonna allow that shit? Oh no, he's a free agent, that's right. Yeah, he's probably gonna get that shit and shit. Stealing their weapons and shit, yep. Twisted Metal game. I played that game, but not as much as I would have hoped. I used to play it at my neighbor's house. I never had it for myself. I used to play a game that was similar to it on N64 though. No way they make Roman lose to Drew this early? Of course, that's gonna be a squash match, my boy. What's wrong with you? That shit has no build. That shit's terrible. But whatever. Yeah, yeah, it's next week. Yeah, and I don't know what they're thinking, bro. If it's really Drew versus Roman, that shit's gonna be garbage. At this point, they should have just done Shinsuke versus Drew. And that was gonna be a squash match too. If it's really Drew versus Roman, it's such a missed opportunity and whatever. I'll just have to swallow that shit. Destruction Derby, I played that one, yeah. Guys, we ran out of time, man. I was gonna get off over an hour ago, and I waited a bit. And I really enjoyed this conversation, man. So tune in tomorrow morning. We'll be back at it again. Look at Chase with another dono, bro. Chase, my boy, thank you so much. Guys, we're going to keep the vibes going in the morning, man. We got the DLC coming. All right? Keep that in mind. I be streaming in the mornings. I be streaming in the afternoons. I drop videos as well. Tons of content. Hasn't stopped. Took a break for one day. God forbid. I need a rest too. But you think Usos beat RK Bro? I think so, yeah. Probably last dono. It's all good, man. I appreciate each and every dono you sent. You're a freaking beast, man. We needed it. We needed it. Lord knows we needed it. When is the DLC? 10 a.m. Eastern time is what I'm hearing. I'm going to try to be awake as soon as I possibly humanly can. And I'm going to shoot up the stream. And we're going to be anticipating that shit. And if you miss out on the stream, I'll probably pump out some videos from it. So you'll be able to catch some of the highlights, hopefully. My first Randy Orton match on pay-per-view was No Way Out, and he cheated against Rey Mysterio. Rey was pissed after that match because it was a tribute to Eddie. Oh, shit. We've seen Roman and Drew. Yeah, but we've seen Roman and a lot of people. Who that's if they do it right, it would be great. The fact that they're doing it the way they're doing it is... KD been selling the bag, by the way. I mean, he's out there for the most part playing by himself, but yeah. I mean, Kyrie has been helping a little bit, but yeah, he's been selling. You know, the thing is that the Nets haven't had anybody else step up with him and Kyrie, and they've been getting swarmed kind of like the Hawks with Trae Young. You know, the Heat have been swarming Trae Young to the point where other people have stepped up for them, and it's helped them carry them, and they won the other day by 1 point. But honestly, the Celtics are playing phenomenal defense on KD. And KD is struggling to find his rhythm, obviously. I'm not saying much. It's unfortunate because if they had Ben Simmons, they would have been a lot tougher to beat. But Ben Simmons is being Ben Simmons, and he's not even playing next game. So Kyrie been helping, but KD still, yeah, exactly. There's a lot on his back, you know. That it sucks that it's playing out the way it played. I think I love Steve Nash. I stand by Steve Nash. I think he deserves a chance. I'm one of Steve Nash's fans. But Steve Nash is definitely getting outcoached disgustingly. If you give Eric Spoelstra that Nets lineup, he'll make wonders out of that shit. Tatum has been playing better than KD. There's no doubt about that. DLC comes out midnight tomorrow or midday. Nah, it should be out before midday for sure. For sure, for sure. This is going to feel great. Good night, Amari. Good night, everyone. I will see y'all real soon. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. We will be live in the morning. Set up your alarm clock. We'll be live before 10 a.m. Eastern, but if I don't wake up before then for whatever reason, I'll be on at that time. But I should be up before then, all right? I should be up way before then. I'll be setting up to stream before the DLC drops, hopefully. So I hope to see y'all there. And if you guys don't wake up at the break of dawn or whatever the case is, then tune in whenever you can. And if not, I'll see you in the afternoon. Good night, fellas. Peace out, Marco. Chase, once again, man, thank you a million times over, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not selling out. Subscribed? Oh, you just joined the channel, Knowledge? Wow. Welcome to the channel, my boy. Welcome to the channel. We're happy to have you. Good night, Byron. Good night, Vendetta, Ahmed, PJ, Straight Edge, Saif, Evan, everyone that's in here. Duat, I see you, Duat. I see you, my boy. You came in. Bro, Ngannou about to get paid. You did say that. You did say that. Chase, everyone, Amari being a little hater, drinking a little haterine. Peace out, fellas. And ladies, if there's any, might I add. Peace.